Yo, what's up guys, it's RicRom here, and I wanted to bring you guys a different type of video. This time I want to talk about the new game that just dropped not too long ago. It's been out for about a week and it is about Marvel Rivals. So what I'm going to be talking about today is that people have been speculating or have been saying just in general that Marvel Rivals is going to be the new Overwatch killer, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And right now I'm going to have some Wolverine footage in the background because Wolverine is going to be my new main in this game. Even though I hear he's low tier, I'm going to try and make it work. If not, I'm probably going to go back to playing maybe Psylocke or Penny Parker, but judging on how they fix him, we're going to just let this run in the background. But yeah, NetEase just released Marvel Rivals not too long ago, and it has been a blast. And I've been playing a few games here and there. I haven't had a lot of time to play it, but I've been trying to get the feel for it, and it is very different than Overwatch. More specifically, Overwatch 2, because Overwatch 2 is the current game that you can only play. It's going to be 5v5, while over here it's a 6v6 game, just like the original Overwatch. And in Overwatch, it's more of an FPS, so this is also a third-person shooter, which is very different. And being a Wolverine main, this is also very different because I see a lot of characters that are more close combat based, while some others are also very projectile heavy, kind of like the Punisher. But then on the contrast, there's someone like Wolverine here, which is mostly like a close combat in your face type of character that is prone to dying a lot, to be honest. And I did mention this is a third person shooter, so you get more of a field of view around here, and you can actually see your skin while playing, so you're not going to be just seeing like your hands or just your gun, or the only time you're going to see is when you emote, which is going to be something very unique to this game. So that means buying cosmetics here is a little bit better. Also, for right now, there is no role queue, kind of like in the original Overwatch, or as I would say, Overwatch Classic, where you can just play whatever class you want. You don't really have to do the 2v2v2, you know, the whole tank, support, and DPS. But over here they call it different things, which I really don't care about, you know, finding out what they're called. I just know that they're going to be classified like that because a lot of Overwatch players come from here. Come from there, rather, I mean, because a lot of people are dropping Overwatch. And it is kind of sad because I was an Overwatch day one player. I remember playing that game when the beta first came out, like on Xbox, and man, that was just like a crazy time to be an Overwatch fan because, dude, it was a brand new IP from Blizzard, and they finally brought some games into console, and man, dude, that game was just so huge. To talk about a giant like gaming cultural like launch, I would say Overwatch was one of them. But saying that, man, it's been such a big fall from grace from Overwatch 1 or Overwatch 2, how they changed the game, and man, just a lot of people just dropped or uninstalled that game just to play what we're playing right here, which is Marvel Rivals. And maybe one of the biggest fumbles that Overwatch 2 did do was bringing back their Overwatch 1 Classic game mode, which was something I played a lot for about a week or two for how long they had it. And then when they took it off, I tried playing Overwatch 2 again because, you know, they dropped Juno, because Juno is like one of my new favorite characters, and I just hate playing that game, man. I'm not gonna lie, I hate playing Overwatch 2. It just feels so bad. Even playing like vanilla Genji compared to what he is now. Genji is just such a glass cannon in the original game, but now he's just like glass because he just dies in 2 hits, and his ult is just so bad now. And this is coming from a guy who dropped Overwatch like around, I think, when Sigma or Baptiste like came out, and that was back in Overwatch 1. Then I took a break from it for many years, you know, because I was more focused on fighting games, which is still the main focus of the channel, but today it's just a different video. And then I played a bit of Overwatch 2 when it came out, just for a few seasons, and I just was just on and off. I kept uninstalling and reinstalling that game, and I just could not vibe with it. Even when they dropped one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite new characters, Ramatra, and that Transformers collab that made him into Megatron, that was so cool, but I just could not find the will to keep playing that game. And then you jump over to Marvel Rivals, which was announced like I think about maybe a year. Was it a year ago or just a few months ago? I don't remember. And then he dropped it, man, just at the perfect time because this year was just a year of Marvel, and I was just back in a Marvel phase, man, because I started re-watching the original X-Men 90s cartoon with my brothers, and once I finished with that, X-Men 97, you know, dropped on Disney Plus. You know, I was very mixed on that show, to be honest, but it did remind the world that the X-Men is one of the greatest like superhero teams ever. And then I remember on stream I was playing X-Men Children of the Atom with some of my buddies, and just playing Marvel's Capcom in general. And we were even talking about like, man, what if for 30th anniversary of Children of the Atom they would just like re-release this game, or just like, make a Marvel's Capcom collection, and lo and behold, they did announce Marvel vs. Capcom collection, which is fucking amazing. And then before that game even came out, we also got Wolverine and Deadpool, which was a good Marvel movie that, I'll be honest, I liked. Although it was very meta, I did really like the movie, even though they tried to do the whole Disney Fox merger like running joke thing. But as I gotta say, man, it was a good reminder to a lot of people that, Wolverine is one of the greatest superheroes of all time, which is why I chose to name him in this game as well. So you can just say I went through like a whole, Marvel phase this year, especially mostly towards the X-Men, and it just was great, man. And they ended the year by just releasing Marvel Rivals at the right time. Overwatch Classic literally just took that game mode off, and I was like, man, there's no point in playing this game anymore. And then a few weeks later, I think maybe even like a week or two later, this game dropped. And to be honest, man, it just has been a great breath of fresh air. I feel like the gameplay is very fun. There are some broken things, the game literally has only been out for like less than a month. And, it has the whole Marvel IP behind it, so they can grab literally thousands of different type of characters in this game, and it just feels like there's going to be endless possibilities for what they can have for functionality wise and gameplay wise and even character wise. Meanwhile, Overwatch is releasing a character or two every other season, and sometimes they're hit and sometimes they're missed. And man, the only new characters I really like from Overwatch 2 aren't even half of the new ones they came out. There are literally only 3 characters I like from the new Overwatch 2. And Overwatch 2, the gameplay is just so bad now. It really is not that fun. You'll die in 2 hits, or it's just so toxic with playing competitive games, and it's just not even fun to even think about playing that game at all. But yeah, the big question is this going to be the Overwatch killer? I really don't know, because we need to see how long this game even survives past the month or two. Because although it is very fun, it is the honeymoon period for this game. It's like when Tekken 8 first came out, or Tekken 8, which is so cool, and then now not even a year in, it did get fighting game of the year. But man, a lot of people have been so divided in that community. It's actually very, very crazy. But for now, this is going to be the game that I am going to be focusing on when it comes to shooters. I did uninstall Halo Infinite, and that is another video in itself of why I don't play that game anymore. And Overwatch 2, man, I'm just going to be popping in and out, but I'm not going to be playing that game religiously like I was when I first got the game. But yeah, I would say, man, Marvel Rivals right now is doing everything good. They have good art styles, good characters, good looking gameplay, and it just needed to be polished up a little bit more, and they still have a few weeks to figure that out. So you guys, let me know what you think about Marvel Rivals versus Overwatch 2. Is it going to be the Overwatch 2 killer? Is it going to be the new best hero shooter? What do you guys think about the game, the gameplay, and how it looks? Just comment down below on your thoughts. Let me know what you think about Marvel Rivals. Catch you guys next time.
Continue.